Are you eating a leafy green every day, thinking it's a superfood for your bones, only to discover it might actually be quietly working against you, making your bones weaker with every bite? It's a shocking truth that many of us, especially as we get a little older, have been told to eat our greens for strong bones. And while that's absolutely true for most of them, there's one particular green that, despite its healthy reputation, could be interfering with your body's ability to absorb the very nutrients your bones desperately need. Imagine a future where a simple misstep, a tiny stumble, could lead to a serious fracture, setting you back for months, or even impacting your independence. That painful reality is a fear many of us carry, and it often stems from the silent, gradual weakening of our skeletal system. But what if the very thing you're doing to prevent it is actually contributing to the problem in this video? We're going to reveal this surprising leafy green. And then, more importantly, we'll dive into a whole host of delicious, easy-to-find foods that genuinely build strong, resilient bones from the inside out, helping you stay active and vibrant. We'll also share some other simple habits that will transform your bone health. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you about bone health that goes beyond just food. Let's talk about that surprising leafy green first. For years, we've been told that spinach is the king of greens, a powerhouse of vitamins and minerals. And it is, in many ways. But here's the twist. Spinach contains something called oxalates. These are natural compounds found in many plants, and in spinach. They're present in quite high amounts. The problem is, oxalates have a knack for binding with calcium, forming a compound that your body can't easily absorb. Think of it like this: you're trying to carry water in a bucket, but the bucket has a tiny hole at the bottom, no matter how much water you pour in. A good portion of it is just leaking out. That's what can happen with the calcium in spinach, or even calcium from other foods eaten at the same time as spinach. When oxalates are present, your body just can't get to it effectively. Now, this doesn't mean you need to banish spinach from your life forever. A little bit here and there for most people is perfectly fine. The concern arises when it becomes a daily staple, especially if it's one of your primary sources of calcium and you're already at risk for bone density loss. It's about being mindful and understanding that while spinach is nutritious, it might not be the bone-building superstar you thought it was. At least not in the same way other greens are. So, what should you be eating instead to really boost your bone strength? Let's swap out that high oxalate champion for some true bone heroes. First on our list are other fantastic leafy greens that are low in oxalates but packed with calcium and vitamin K, both essential for bone health. Think about kale, collard greens, turnip greens, and even bok choy. These are phenomenal alternatives. Kale, for example, is a nutritional powerhouse. It's got a good amount of calcium, plus plenty of vitamin K, which is crucial for bone formation and helps direct calcium to your bones where it belongs. Rather than letting it accumulate in your arteries, you can steam kale and toss it with a little olive oil and garlic for a delicious side dish. Or even add it to smoothies if you're brave. Collard greens and turnip greens, often cooked down until tender, are also rich in these bone-loving nutrients. Try braising them with a touch of smoked turkey or a splash of apple cider vinegar for a traditional, comforting meal. Bok choy is a gentler green, perfect for stir-fries or lightly steamed. The key here is variety. Don't just stick to one green. Explore different options to get a wide range of nutrients beyond the leafy greens. Let's talk about dairy. If you tolerate it, milk, yogurt, and cheese are classic bone builders for a reason. They are excellent sources of calcium and often fortified with vitamin D, which is absolutely vital for your body to absorb calcium. A simple glass of milk provides a significant portion of your daily calcium needs. Plain yogurt, especially Greek yogurt, is not only high in calcium, but also offers beneficial probiotics for gut health, which indirectly supports overall nutrient absorption. Add some berries or a sprinkle of nuts for an even more nutritious snack. Cheeses like cheddar, mozzarella, and Swiss are also great sources of calcium. You don't need a lot. A small slice or a sprinkle over a salad can add a good boost. if dairy isn't for you, or you're looking for plant-based options. Fortified plant milks are an excellent choice. Look for almond milk, soy milk, or oat milk that are specifically fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Always check the nutrition label to ensure they contain similar amounts of calcium and vitamin D as cow's milk. These can be used just like regular milk in your cereal, coffee, or smoothies, ensuring you're still getting those crucial bone-supporting nutrients. The beauty of these alternatives is how easily they fit into your existing routine, making small, impactful changes to strengthen your bones without feeling like a chore. Moving right along, let's explore more amazing bone-strengthening foods that often get overlooked. How about incorporating small fish with edible bones into your diet? We're talking about canned salmon and sardines. Now, before you wrinkle your nose, hear me out. When you eat these fish whole, including the tiny, softened bones, you're getting an incredible amount of calcium that's easily absorbed by your body. Just one serving of canned salmon can provide almost as much calcium as a glass of milk, and sardines are even more potent. Plus, these fish are fantastic sources of vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids, which are also beneficial for bone health and overall inflammation reduction. You can mash canned salmon with a little bit of mayonnaise and celery for a quick sandwich filling, or add it to a salad. Sardines can be enjoyed straight from the can on crackers, or tossed into a pasta dish for an extra nutritional punch. They might take a little getting used to if they're new to your palate, but their bone-building power is undeniable and they're incredibly convenient and affordable. Next up, let's talk nuts and seeds. These little powerhouses are often celebrated for their healthy fats, but many of them are also surprisingly good sources of calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, all key minerals for strong bones. Almonds are a prime example. A handful provides a good dose of calcium and magnesium. Sesame seeds, especially tahini sesame paste, are another fantastic option. Just a tablespoon of tahini contains a significant amount of calcium. Think about sprinkling sesame seeds over your salads, stir fries, or incorporating tahini into dressings and dips like hummus. Chia seeds are also wonderful. They're packed with calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Plus, they're a great source of fiber. You can add them to your oatmeal, yogurt, or make a simple chia pudding for a nutritious breakfast or snack. These are easy additions that can be sprinkled into almost any meal, giving your bones a little extra support without much effort. And here's one that might surprise you: prunes, also known as dried plums. While they're often thought of for their digestive benefits, emerging research suggests that eating prunes regularly can actually help improve bone mineral density and reduce bone turnover, meaning your bones are breaking down less rapidly. They contain a unique combination of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin K, potassium, and boron, which are all beneficial for bone health. Just a handful of prunes a day could make a difference. They're a naturally sweet and convenient snack, perfect for curbing cravings while also nourishing your bones. You can eat them as is, chop them into your oatmeal or yogurt, or even add them to savory dishes like stews for a touch of sweetness. Beyond food, there are two crucial nutrients that work hand in hand with calcium: vitamin D and magnesium. You can eat all the calcium-rich foods in the world, but if you don't have enough vitamin D, your body simply can't absorb that calcium effectively. Our primary source of vitamin D is sunlight exposure, but as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing it, and many of us spend less time outdoors. This is why vitamin D deficiency is so common among seniors. Foods like fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, tuna, fortified milk, and cereals, and some fortified orange juices contain vitamin D, but often it's not enough. For many, a vitamin D supplement becomes necessary, especially during darker months. It's always a good idea to talk to your doctor about getting your vitamin D levels checked and discussing the right dosage for you. Magnesium is the other unsung hero. It plays a vital role in bone formation and helps activate vitamin D in your body. Without enough magnesium, vitamin D can't do its job properly. Good sources of magnesium include dark leafy greens like the low oxalate ones we discussed, nuts, seeds, legumes, whole grains, and even dark chocolate. So, enjoying a small piece of dark chocolate can actually contribute to your bone health. These two nutrients are truly the unsung architects of strong bones, working behind the scenes to ensure all that calcium you're consuming actually gets put to good use. So, when we look at building truly resilient bones, it's about a holistic approach that goes beyond just one nutrient or one type of food. It's about being aware of things like high oxalate spinach and understanding that while it has its place, it might not be the calcium delivery system we once thought. Instead, we can fill our plates with other bone-loving greens like kale, collards, and bok choy. We can lean into the classic bone builders like calcium-rich dairy or their fortified plant-based alternatives, ensuring we get ample amounts of that essential mineral. Don't forget those surprising superstars like small, bone-in fish such as canned salmon and sardines, packing a powerful calcium and vitamin D punch. And let's embrace the versatility of nuts, seeds, and even prunes, which contribute valuable minerals and unique compounds for bone strength. The most important thing to remember is the synergy between these foods and crucial vitamins like vitamin D and minerals like magnesium. Without enough of these, even the best calcium intake might fall short. Remember, small, consistent changes can make a profound difference to your bone health and overall happiness. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by swapping out one high oxalate green for a low oxalate alternative, or adding a handful of almonds to your daily snack. Maybe you try a small can of sardines or a serving of prunes a few times a week. Every little step you take is a step towards stronger bones, greater independence, and a more vibrant future. Think of it as investing in your freedom to move, to explore, and to continue doing all the things you love without the worry of fragility. It's never too late to start nurturing your bones. They are living tissues that respond to the care you give them. At any age, we'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite bone-healthy foods or habits? Have you made any changes to your diet that have made a difference in how you feel? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help someone else on their journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more practical tips to live your best life at every age. Your support helps us create more content to empower you to thrive. Remember, taking care of your body is a gift you give yourself. You deserve to feel strong, active, and confident, enjoying every moment of this incredible journey called life. Keep embracing those small, positive changes, and you'll continue to thrive. Live your best life at every age.